All right, I'm excited to show you the new diagramming tool for pest routes. This is in our TechRoutes application. You can see that it's actually integrated in with Google Maps, so you can actually get satellite imagery of the property. We even hacked it so you can get unlimited zoom. Normally you only get to about here, but you can actually zoom right in so you can use the property lines to help you draw your structures. So in the bottom left, I'm going to click the Add Structure button, and this allows me to come in and very quickly and easily draw a structure for the property. And I can go in and tweak this very easily. With my stylus, I can get super accurate, and depending on how much of a perfectionist you are, you can get as accurate as you want. I can even toggle the lengths, and we'll actually figure out the lengths of the structure based off of the latitude and longitude of these points. And you can come in and edit these. So if you know for a fact that this wall is 100 feet long, you can go in and manually put that in, and it'll automatically adjust that wall so it's the right length. So this one's not exactly 100 feet, so I'm going to unlock that, and I'm going to come and put it back to what it was. So again, you can get really specific with this, how the structure is, and even use it to draw, all sorts of weird shapes and stuff for whatever property that you're diagramming. So after that, I'm going to click Done. And from here, I can change the look and feel of this diagram so I can make it look as snazzy or as plain as I want. I can also, again, toggle those lengths on and off, so it's whether you want them on there or not is up to you. And of course, I can edit it, so if I need to go back and adjust it, I can come back and really easily adjust that. Okay, once I've drawn my structure, I can also draw things like fence lines or other structures using this line tool, or another structure, place another structure on the diagram. And that has kind of the same controls as the previous tool, so I can come and edit this and make it look just right. And once I'm done drawing the structures, I'm going to get rid of this fence line, but once I add the structures, I can then go add some markers. So what's cool about this is it's super flexible. So you could put down conducive conditions for termite inspections as well as termite activity. You could put down baiting stations, so you could remember where baiting stations were placed. You could put down sentricon installations, or just pest activity, or whatever you'd like. And again, you can use this to embed things into reports and into documents, as well as use it just to pitch the customer and just to help the customer visualize what your service is going to include. So I've got these commonly used markers down at the bottom. You can actually set these up in your Pest Routes account. You can adjust the icon as well as all of the text and descriptions, as well as which ones are the commonly used ones versus the ones that are searchable. So right here, I'm just going to drag and drop this marker down. This is my marker for high mulch. So, this is a conducive condition that I can place on the property. And you can pre-fill in, a code as well as a description as well as notes, and you can edit it. So you can leave, recommendations, or you can tweak things based on what you find. And again, it's very easy to drag and drop these onto the diagram, so you can very quickly report your findings. In addition, those are the commonly used ones, but in addition, we've got this add flag. And this button will allow you to pull up all of your icons or all of your markers. And you can have unlimited markers if you want. So if you live in California, for example, and you've got, the 50 bajillion, codes that they have, you can very easily search for just the right code. And when you find it, the tool places it on the diagram. You can adjust it and then drag and drop it to wherever you need it to be. Once you're done drawing this diagram and placing your markers down, you finished your inspection. At that point, you can take a screenshot that is a point-in-time representation of this that you can use to embed in reports, as well as just send to the customer. And then you can also even just save the diagram as a whole so that you can come back and visit it later. And you can actually reuse it or tweak it or edit it or add to it later. In addition, I can also change this background. So for embedding this in reports, I usually like to do just a plain white background. It looks a little cleaner. There's a plain white background. There's a grid. There's a satellite imagery. There's a grid on top of a satellite imagery. So there's lots of different views you can use. So yeah, I'll just save this, and once I've done that, again, I've got my diagram that I can go back and edit and change and update and view later. And I've got my screenshots that I can embed inside of reports and forms. So let me show you, for example, if I come in and add a California termite form, from here I can very quickly, fill out my form, and then I can very easily add my screenshots to the diagram, or sorry, my screenshots to the report. And then in addition, I can come and add my findings. So this will place down all of the descriptions for the markers. You can actually set up, even multiple layers, so you can have section 1 and section 2 findings that you can differentiate between, and they can use for, different, purposes. Once I sign this, it saves it to the account, sends the customer a copy, and then also uploads this to TechRoutes, so I have access to it online as well. And that's how easy it is to create a termite diagram and place it in a report and then send it to a customer. Hope you enjoyed.